Hey, what's going on, guys? Aarava here, and welcome back to another episode of my F1 2018 Alfa Romeo Fantasy Career Mode here, Motorsport Manager for round number 9 at the British Grand Prix. We had a fantastic episode last time out, pretty much the most dramatic and tense ending to a race I think I've ever had, really, because it was looking so bad for 1 second, and somehow Leclerc was able to bring through what was a spectacular result. So be sure to go check that one out before you see the rest of this one. But anyway, moving on then. Verstappen 1 point ahead of Valtteri Bottas. Leclerc still remaining in P6, but he's now kind of starting to maybe close up to Yanni. And the two Mercedes cars have not really been very consistently anywhere this season so far. And Red Bull are the ones that are really challenging us, and now they're ahead by 2 points. So we have got to try and bounce back and push back against them, and I think it's really crucial that we get the lead, or at least match them and make it level again this race. If not, I feel like we might start to lose some momentum here. But the only issue is Verstappen with a dodgy neck. You saw last episode, he just didn't have the same fire under him as the previous. I could kind of tell. Like, the strategy may have not been amazingly perfect, but we were there was a point where we just had to cover off the Mercedes car with Verstappen. There was no point trying anything crazy with him. But I could kind of tell that the dodgy neck is definitely affecting him in some kind of way. And it's not ideal, but we're going to have to deal with it. I think he's only got a couple of weeks left, maybe. 6 weeks remaining. But of course, there's a few weeks till the next Grand Prix. Maybe like 2 or 3. So we'll see. Hopefully by next episode, his neck will be fine. But we'll accept this interview then. Giovinazzi had a bit of a disaster in that race, finishing down in 8th. What's your analysis? I'm going to say got unlucky. Yeah, I mean, he did get quite unlucky, I think, because he qualified pretty well. But again, sparks fly between Red Bull and Alfa Romeo. That seems to be the only main rivalry right now, really, surprisingly, considering that Mercedes and Ferrari have faster cars than Red Bull on paper, which is kind of showing quite well that even though in the pecking order that Red Bull are lower than Ferrari and Mercedes, that the fact that the drivers, even with the rules being the fact that this year there's driver aids in this season right now due to the rules that were voted in by the GMA last season. I can't remember what episode it was, but technically the drivers should make less of an impact. But you can see Bottas and Sainz are clearly making a very good impact on Red Bull because they're getting ahead of Ferrari and Merc, who might have the better car, but their drivers aren't, as a pairing, as good as Bottas and Sainz appear to be working with that Red Bull car. So same thing for us. I think we've got 2 set of really great drivers, and obviously we've been able to pull off some really bonkers strategies that have worked out quite well. Right, we need to take this guy out of the team clearly, but you can see here I'm doing some good management this season on the pit crew. So we'll swap in this dude here. We have 320s on the pit stop. We could have, hang on, look at this. We've got 420s on the pit stops there. That is amazing. On the rear jack, we do have this guy. We can swap him in there. And then front jack, this guy is a little... Actually, wait, that's... that 0.5, that's fine. We can keep that. I want to say I'll probably end up firing this dude. He's not really great for much apart from the front jack, but 1.3 mistake, only 1 there. May as well fire him, save a bit of salary there. We'll keep 3 going. This guy will probably rest up, and these are all pretty horrendous, so I'm going to reject all of them as they're not really worth our time. So pretty good pit crew there, apart from obviously the fixing guys, but we never really care about them too much anyway, so we're looking good. So we're going to move on. Still waiting on this bloody gearbox. It's taking an absolute age to build this gearbox. Like, we're almost now 2/3 through the season. This gearbox better be amazing, and now we've got the chance to choose a vote. We've got 1 million to spend on that. We've got 9.2. Technically, we basically got a free 2 million last race due to our sponsor bonus because they had a multiplier due to being at the German Grand Prix. So I think I will choose a vote maybe because I mean, we're waiting for this gearbox. I'm not going to be spending money in that time. We're waiting for the gearbox, so I may as well. So I'm trying to think what else I could vote in that will really shake things up maybe in the chat. I don't know. I kind of almost want ERS to come back, because even though ERS was a faff to manage, I feel like it was it added that different dynamic to the race of like overtaking and defending in instances maybe. I'll have a look and read through here, see what's what. I don't feel like doing any spec parts, because actually, to be honest, our cars, come a long way, and I don't really fancy spec parts anymore. So I don't know. Maybe refueling, the real safety car coming back. That'll be be kind of cool because the virtual only is kind of a bit of a dud, isn't it, in a way? Or maybe change the tyres. We haven't really... The tyres have been the exact same for this entire series. Maybe we should change them. We got road tyres, close to the type of tyre you'd see on a road car. Tyres aren't the fastest, cheapest available. Brutus tyres produce performance focused, allowing slightly more speed around the corner. They're not as durable though. So higher tyre. So basically these are like Pirellis, Brutus tyres. Maybe like Pirelli tyres. So maybe Brutus tyres, or bring in the rule that, where was the rule? The 9 dry tyre choices. Because I really fancy having less tyre choices for me and the AI to pick. Because it really screws you over then if you don't manage your tyres correctly in practice and quali. Looking at upcoming votes, we've got short qualifying sessions and random grids coming up as a vote. I'm assuming that most teams will vote against random grids anyway, so I won't need to faff around with additional votes to make sure that doesn't happen, because I'd be in favour of keeping qualifying, obviously. Short qualifying sessions, so less time, only one chance to nail a perfect lap. I'm not too fussed about that. So I feel like I could use my additional votes here. So even though I think we tried and failed this vote before, I think I'll try again. 9 dry tyre choices, limiting the amount of tyres. I think it's a positive step for everyone to mix it up. Make sure you actually have to think about the tyres you're using every single session. It will benefit 3 teams and will not benefit these teams. That's a big shake-up. That's a bit. It doesn't benefit a lot more cars, but I think that shakes it up. Let's go for it. 1 million. Yeah, that's fine. We're not, like I said, we're not going to be spending anything anytime soon. We've still got 19 days left, so let's move forward then. I think maybe the gearbox gets done just before maybe the British Grand Prix, but still the vote's going to come before then. We've got media duties, media puppet, marketability plus 50, morale's down, improvability's down by oh right, what the hell? Right, okay, so Verstappen's had some weird media thing come up. Okay, cool. Right, everything's good. Apart from, yeah, we can still improve that 90%, so we can get that to 100, but that's pretty much it. Our car, apart from that, is pretty a-okay. So let's move forward then. All right, political vote time. Let's do this thing. Right, we've got how many votes extra? We've got 4 voting power for 4. So we're starting now 7-2 here, because it's 3 and then us 4-2. You guys in the middle. You best not cock this up, okay? I think we've already rejected this vote once. It needs to happen. Let's shake the tyre rules up. It's been the same for the entire series. So let's do this thing. Come on. All right. There we go. That's my 4 votes in. Horner. Oh, he votes with 2. We're 6 up. Horner used 2. So it's 6-1. 7-1. 8-1. 8-2. So we're 1 up to... Oh, Claire used 2, though. Okay, we're 9-3. Because Abitao. Okay. 9-5. Or 9-6, 9-7. Yes! There we go! Get in. Approved. Thank you very much, Christian Horner. I think he was the one that swayed us. Because otherwise that would have been 8-7. That would have been so close. And Toto Wolff didn't really care. So 9-7. Approved. Teams choose only 9 tyres per race. Great emphasis on tyre wear rates. That is going to mix things up. Because it's going to be one of 2 ways. Either you play it's uber aggressive and maybe don't, you know, you have to maybe sacrifice your quali perhaps, or you put emphasis on quali, make sure you qualify still well, but that doesn't leave you that many tyres to play with, so you have to go more conservative. So it's going to hopefully, you know, really be quite intriguing. But that's for next season, of course, so we'll move on from that. That's future news. We've got HQ Dilemma. Adpers, promise made, HQ upgrade. Upgrade our tour center. You want to upgrade the... Why do you want to upgrade the tour center? That's literally like the most, like, useless thing ever. I mean, is that even... That's a new building. 1.5 million. That gets us 53k per race. That's just not... That's such a long-term play for just a tiny bit of cash per race. I'm gonna hit you with the no, dog. Morale minus 10. That's not really going to affect you too much, so let's move forward. I mean, you won the last race, so your morale should be pretty damn high. Mechanics complaining, though. I've heard rumblings of mechanics that are not happy with the factory. They have quite long hours. Deal with it. Mechanic relationships -5. -500. Both relationships 25. Well, what are the relationships right now with everyone? Well, your relations is pretty damn good. I mean, what's that? Can I have a look at how they are with the mechanic. I think they're pretty fine. I think the mechanic relationships are very high. So I'm just going to go to -5, deal with it, and we'll push on. I don't fancy spending $500,000 on just sorting out our staff because they're a little bit annoyed. That's fine. Right, travel to Guildford. Time for the British Grand Prix. 3 weeks to go then for Verstappen's dodgy neck. But once again, he's in the lead of the championship. We have to include him in the race just for the sake of trying to get him points. We'll obviously go with Esso. Tyre selection, tyre wears high. We'll go with plenty of soft tyres, thinking 7. And then we'll go with a decent amount of softs and then 3 medium tyres. I think we should be fine to do a 2-stop with 2 sets of softs, I think. Fit pass the same as has been for the last 2 episodes. And we'll go into what looked to be quite a dry British Grand Prix weekend. Right, out you both go on soft tyres, obviously without any rain like last weekend. It's a pretty straightforward practice session then. Out on the race room, bring them back in after 1 setup. At least I think there should be no rain. Yeah, that's all cool. Alright, pretty damn good first guess there on the setup then. 2 excellence and a great for Leclerc. So he's looking pretty good. So we can go straight back out on the race trim, just do 8 laps, then straight on those soft tyres. So JB, let's see how he does. Once again, even though JB's got better feedback, he's very bipolar with setting up the car. I don't know, it's just maybe his age, just that's a perk of, obviously in real life JB was very fiddly with the setup. He needed a kind of perfect pinpoint to drive as well as he could. Maybe that's carried over into the way they've done the mod on the game, maybe, I don't know, but he's not liking handling, so we're going to bring that way down, back to oversteering, I'm guessing. We'll keep the acceleration at where it is, because that seems pretty okay, and then downforce, I don't know, do you want more, do you want less? I can never tell. Let's just go for more and see how that is. Alright, JB's in, 2 excellence, and then okay, so he wants lower downforce, typical, go the wrong way every single time. 90% though on the setup, so as soon as we sort this out, this will be fine. So let's go back down and then go the other way. So less downforce, I think that, oh god, no, wait, hang on, that should be it. Yeah, I would say that's going to be it, so now I'll do the tricky thing of trying to bring this back. Oh, actually, that's pretty easy. Okay, there we go. So that should be fine. I'm going to be confident that that's now the final setup. So we'll send them out now for a long stint on 8 laps. And I'll just sit back and watch them get that last level of soft and race trim knowledge. And then we'll move on to super softs and quali. But, Leclerc has now grown into a point where he gets the knowledge pretty fast now these days. He used to be season 1. He was an absolute turtle at getting this knowledge and practice. But now look at that. We're already on level 3. We're not even 15 minutes into the practice. I would not be opposed to a vote coming up in the future for less practice session time, because for me, now I'm at the stage where I can get it done quite quickly here with the right feedback of drivers. So I'll be fine with having practice a bit more pressurized for everyone, or even just scrap it. As in real life, I think that'd be quite a cool, neat idea, really. But anyway, quali trim. If I can click the damn button, 3 laps. Super softs, right, there we go, guys. Go get that knowledge, and then we'll move on swiftly into quali. Okay, so once again, Giovinazzi and Ferrari looking pretty strong in practice, and I assume they might look good here in quali, but we'll go out there and see what kind of job we can do. Of course, not the home Grand Prix of my team or either my drivers, but my home Grand Prix, so let's go out there and do a good job, lads. But this is why I definitely would like to keep quali, because it's a nice part of the race weekend. It's a nice part of the video as well. Right, sending out on supers. We'll send them both out because I've given up on trying to do the dark art of sending them out with a good gap in the middle of cars. I'm just going to send them out in tandem like this, and then they'll hit traffic if they hit traffic, and then we'll just go again and try again. But let's see how this goes. So, cold outlap there for Verstappen, which is kind of odd because he's behind the car of Leclerc. Leclerc hits some traffic there, but he gets round it pretty quickly. So let's see how that goes for him then. Purple. He goes purple in the second sector, but then, well, look at that. The Merc, he's on pace there. So out of nowhere, the Merc's looking very handy. At the moment, we go top, but then the Merc will come through. And yeah, it's 1.4 tenths faster there. Surprising. I would have expected. Let's see what the Ferrari does, because Gio just sets a fastest first sector. Ricciardo second fastest sector. So a lot of people faster in different sectors, but at the moment it's a 1-2 for Merc. Where is Gio going to be then? There you go, faster. Gio looking very strong once again in quali. Obviously in the race is a different story, but now let's hang tight and wait. We got it's a 109 lap time, very short lap time actually, so we can wait for the track grip to just go up and up and up, and we'll wait for the last minute to send them out. At the moment though, it's a 1-2 for Ferrari, and then a 3-4 for Merc, and Red Bull, for our sake, looking good. Red Bull down in P7 and P9. Verstappen just outside the top 7 though, so you can see the dodgy neck maybe affecting him a tad. Leclerc P5 though, looking good. Right, where have we got this space here? There's a bit of space coming up in a hot minute. One sec. Is this going to be enough time? Okay, I send them out now. I can't wait any longer. Right, send out. And then Leclerc. We're going to wait for this gaggle of cars to go. And then we'll send out now. Go. Right, Verstappen's in some traffic. Leclerc is in some traffic as well. But I can't do much about that. But the track grip should be good. And Verstappen has got ahead. He's having a three-way fight now, which is unfortunate with some cars. But hopefully they come in. Aren't you guys on in-laps? Yes, no. Okay, screw me then. Gio goes even faster there. It's a cold outlap there for Leclerc, but that car does come in. So Leclerc, even though it's a poor outlap, he does have a very good amount of clean air ahead of him. Look at that. Lovely bit of clean air. Hopefully he can work out well. Verstappen, though, is going faster in the first sector than his previous lap, despite the traffic. So let's see how that works out for him. At the moment, 2 greens. Across the line now from P9 up into P5. Decent attempt there for Verstappen, but going green as well is Leclerc. 3/10 off. This might be good enough for the front row. No, it's only the second row, P4 there with Leclerc. And it is going to be a 1-2 for Ferrari, but we split the Mercs with Leclerc. Ricciardo ahead of us, Yanni behind and ahead of Verstappen though. But both Red Bulls a little bit poor. Bottas P7, Sainz P9. Yeah, okay, I'll take that. But Ferrari looking stronger than ever. I mean, we've had Gio on pole twice now, but I don't think Ocon's ever joined him on the first row, like that in decent fashion. So Ferrari's stepping up maybe with some upgrades this weekend. But as has been the trend every single race so far, they'll fall back because they may be good in quali, but then the driver kind of the levels the drivers are at kind of come into play in the race with tyre wear and whatnot, and they kind of fall off. So let's see, all bone dry at the race. So let's have a look here at the setup then and see what the strategy is going to look like. So soft tyres go 16 laps. Super softs go 12. So what are we looking at? It would be too fine to do a 1-stop on softs. That's definitely not an option. So it'll be a 2-stop. So you may as well, if you're doing a 2-stop, you may as well use super softs for 2 of those stints. So we just go 10, 10, and then 12 on softs. So we'll start on soft tires, start on super softs, go to softs, and then go back on super softs maybe. We'll be on the super soft tires for the longest amount of time. So we'll use that knowledge, race trim, and super soft race trim. Let's do this thing, and let's hope it's another good race for Leclerc, and equally, hopefully, Verstappen can do a little bit better than he did last time out, because remember, he's fighting to keep his lead in the championship by 1 point. Let's do this thing to 5 red lights to the British Grand Prix from P4 and P6 on the grid. 5 lights are out, and it's a shocking start there for Leclerc off the red lights, and he's down to P5. Verstappen battles Hartley in the Toro Rosso. Excuse me? The Toro Rosso just got up into P5 with Hartley. What's going on there? And Stroll's just done me. The 2 Toro Rossos are P5, P6. What's going on here, lads? Why you're down to P9, Leclerc? You're behind Verstappen now. It's P8, P9. That has been a horrendous start to the Grand Prix. Where on earth have the 2 Toro Rossos come out of? Sainz is P7. Bottas is... Where is he? I don't know where Bottas is. Am I blind? I think I am. I'm not actually being this blind, right? Where is Bottas? He's down to P17. Oh my god, he's behind us out. He's had a horrendous get-go. Come on, Verstappen. This is a good chance for you to keep the lead in the championship. He's up into P5. Whilst I've been looking at Bottas, Verstappen's re-overtaking the Toro Rosso cars. Leclerc's trying to re-overtake them up into P7. The Toro Rossos are trying to sabotage us when the Red Bull cars aren't performing. They've sent in the second smaller sister team to try and ruin the party. But no, we're back up into P5, P6. But now, it's almost looking like a bit of an uphill battle. The 2 Mercs and 2 Ferraris seem to be in a bit of a pack of their own, but Verstappen is chasing. Let's both of them. Let's give chase. We've got 8 laps, remember, left on this stint, and the tyre temps aren't looking too bad. So let's give chase and try and catch them up. Here we go. Verstappen is closing on Ricciardo in the Mercedes car. Leclerc's not too far behind as well. So both looking very decent at the moment. We're on neutral because the tyre temps are okay right now, so we can afford to just stay like this. I'll continue pushing. Try and close up in the next lap or two. Probably now is about time to go on neutral. As we close right up, we'll go neutral and neutral. Let's see what we can do, though. 56% wear. Just about okay for that 10-lap mark. Come on. Leclerc's actually looking better to overtake Verstappen rather than Verstappen. Oh, look at that. The form of Verstappen's gone down to 2.5, whereas Leclerc is 6.9. Leclerc's looking more handy to overtake Verstappen rather than Verstappen overtaking Ricciardo. Look at that. The two Ferraris, apart from Gio, Ocon up into P2 is still pretty much within visual distance there, so still have a good chance here. Just need to hold station, but I kind of am hoping Leclerc can go and overtake Verstappen because I feel like Verstappen will start to hold Leclerc up now in a way. Leclerc side by side with Verstappen. Leclerc down the inside. 30% tyre wear, guys. You can't be doing this. Verstappen defends from Leclerc, and in doing so, he's really wearing out his tyres a lot more than Leclerc. Leclerc's playing this quite measured, but even his tyres are going off. 37%, a lot faster than I wanted to. I think we're both going to have to go conserve a little bit to try and stretch this out, I'm not going to lie. I may as well try and save some fuel at this point. Let's back off a little. I mean, the Mercs are still just there, so let's back off, cool down a little. But 1.9 form. And the thing is, I can't tell Verstappen to let Leclerc through, so we're just kind of sitting ducks here. And I'm just going to have to beg that Leclerc can find the pace to overtake his teammate fair and square on track. Otherwise, his race can be blown a little bit. Right, Verstappen's in, no double stack, good pit stop. And he's out in P10, that'll be. Let's go neutral and high. Pit in with Leclerc, another set of supers. Let's go fast pit stop. Yep, let's do it. Actually, you know what? I'm going to switch this round. Switching round. We're going to go into soft tires. Going to switch this, do a bit of a contra strategy. Leclerc's gained a decent amount of time on that out lap, despite the worn tyres. 3/10 gain there, so let's see. He's in. Good pit stop. He's burnt a lot of fuel, though. So on the exit, let's go medium and pushing. And we're out in P5, just ahead of Verstappen. He's got to save fuel as well. Both need to save fuel. Oh, wait, hang on. What's that? It's starting to rain. Oh, I didn't even realise. I did not even look at the indicator. It's like typical British fashion. It's raining out of nowhere. And so now the Red Bull and Mercedes of Ricciardo are going to be in a really good position. Oh, no. Right. Push in. Yeah, we have to go on to Inters. There's too much rain there to not go on Inters. Right. Sorry, Verstappen. We're going to have to double stack you now again. Damn, the one time I don't look at the indicator because I assumed it was dry all weekend so far. I was like, yeah, it's going to be dry all race, surely now. Right, low fuel. Let's use this to save some fuel, but we're going to have to come in for Inters now. We're going to catch up to Ocon, though. I think a little bit. Not that much, though. Oh, God. Okay, that's just, that's put a spanner in the works now. We're looking really good to thoroughly beat Red Bull, but now, not so much. We're at P7. Sainz is ahead of us now, and Bottas ahead of Verstappen. It's literally played into Red Bull's hands. We had Red Bull covered, and now Red Bull are in the driving seat. That's annoying. That's annoying. But we're going to go flat-out attack. May as well, because we're going to come in within, you know, a couple of laps. So let's go pushing this entire stint. Wear the tyres out. Leclerc, let's re-overtake if we can, please. Let's catch Sainz. He's 2 seconds ahead. We got this. Come on. Oh, Giovinazzi's crashed! Giovinazzi from the lead of the Grand. Can this guy get any luck in the Ferrari? The leader has crashed out the race. Do we pit now? Virtual safety car is active? No, but we will use the lower fuel. We will use this time to save fuel quite indefinitely. And let's go back up as well here. We can afford to. Giovinazzi crashing means Yanni inherits the lead. Stroll in the Toro Rosso up into second place. Ocon in P3. Ricciardo P4. That is big, big news. But now, virtual safety cars coming in. Let's go attacking there, please. Attacking there, please. Medium, medium. And let's go now. Let's try and chase after Sainz. We are closing up on Sainz. Let's do this thing. Come on. We're closing. We're closing. We're so, so close. Let's go high now. There we go. Leclerc's overtaking Sainz up into B5. And we're closing up to Ricciardo, who's right up the gearbox of Esteban Ocon. Meanwhile, Verstappen, P8, ahead of Hulkenberg. Chasing after both Red Bulls now. Verstappen, mate, you've got to at least minimum overtake Bottas here. This is for your championship lead directly. You've got to do it now, mate. You've got to do it. We'll use some fuel here. Verstappen's... Look at the fuel saving Verstappen's done. He's been a very good fuel saver. Great work there, Max. Try and push on. Come on. You got bad form. Let's bring that form back up. Here we go. We are closing. We are closing up to Bottas. Come on. Keep going, Verstappen. Keep going. 3/10 gained here. Let's bump it up to overtake mode. Let's do this thing. Flat out attack. I'm going to come in early with Verstappen and I'm going to pit in for dry tyres now. Let's go, go, go. Come on. Yes, there we go. Overtaking Bottas. You're going to come in now, Verstappen. Early. How many laps we got? 21. We've got 11 laps left. Soft tyres to the end then. Soft tyres to the end. Fast pit stop. You're in. Leclerc. Can we double stack without hindering him? I'm not too sure. I don't think so. So in that case, I'll go overtake mode and I'll push on. Do I come in? Is that enough time? Is that enough time? I think that might be just enough time to double stack them. So soft tyres. Park conditions fine. Fast pit stop. Right. Low fuel. Right. You're in. Right. Please let this be the double stack of dreams. Good, good. Yes, great timing. Great timing. Verstappen's in, unhindered. Both with no mistakes on the pit stop. That's fantastic. And so, Leclerc's out in P3. He's jumped Ocon in the pits. And where is Verstappen? Where is Verstappen? He's still there. He's in P7. Ahead of Bottas. And now he can try and chase after Ricciardo and Sainz. Come on. Come on, lads. Let's do this. We're closing up on Lance Stroll. We should, technically, in dry conditions, be able to overtake this Toro Rosso car. Toro Rosso's not that great, and we've got a better driver in the form of Leclerc v Stroll. Come on. But Yanni's setting the pace now. He's 7.3 seconds ahead. He's got the race win, unless he fails. But I think he's got such a commanding lead, Yanni. I don't know how that's actually happened now. He's got such a commanding lead. He must have just got the crossover period correct both times. But Verstappen's going well. Sets a new personal best in the first sector. So that's good, my man. Although, oh, he gets overtaken by Bottas. No, man. You gotta keep ahead, man. You can't afford to get overtaken. Come on, get back at him. Get back at him. He's got a form of 1.7. This is horrendous for his championship. The dodgy neck is not the one. Nah, he's lost it. He's lost it. He can't even catch back up. Bottas sets the fast lap of the Grand Prix. Ah, that's annoying. Right, the best thing we can do is at least overtake Stroll. And try and get second. And beg Stroll can keep third away from Sainz. Right, full out attack, Leclerc. Let's go. Let's go. Go, go, go. Lovely. Nice stuff. Right, keep it at that. Keep it at that. Keep going, son. Keep going. Verstappen, full out attack now. And high. Catch back up to Bottas. 2 seconds to gain. 1 second gained almost. 1.1. Fast lap of the Grand Prix. There we go, Max. There we go. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Come on. Close up. Close up. 2 laps remaining. Come on. Come on. A little bit of a screen freeze there. High fuel, medium pushing. Come on. Keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going. 2 laps remaining. Throw the kitchen sink at it, mate. Throw the kitchen sink at it. You may as well. Same for Leclerc. Throw the kitchen sink at it, mate. Yeah, you're 6.8 behind Yanni. Keep P2, though. I'm begging Stroll can keep ahead of Sainz. But Verstappen here. Come on. Yes! Overtaking Bottas. Overtake Ricciardo. Come on. You got the tyre wear for it. You've also got the fuel. Down the inside. Ricciardo. Come on. That Merc is pathetic. Come on. 24% war. Leclerc sets the fast lap of the Grand Prix. He's gone purple in the last sector there. He's closing up rapidly on Yanni. But now we've got worn tyres. Let's go pushing and push. Come on. Come on. Come on. No, not quite. Oh, it's so close. Flat out attack. Overtake mode. Through the last corner. Come on. Across the line. Oh, it's so close to P6, but it's not. It's P7 for Max Verstappen, but it's crucially ahead of his main title rival, Valtteri Bottas. But Leclerc, again, is the man in form. P2, 10 form there. He's done well. Unlucky not to get Yanni, but 4.2 seconds there for the Merc guy. He just had it under control ever since. I think he got the 2 crossover periods just completely called right there. So that's fair play to him. But we've beaten Sainz with Leclerc. We've beaten Bottas with Verstappen. That is, I would say, a successful Grand Prix, considering the blunder of me not looking that there was intermediate tyres. And we definitely lost out. The Red Bulls were done and buried before that wet period. But then they got back into the race. But we had to claw our way back with some good pace in the dry there. So, overall, very, very happy with that. So, in the driver's title, Verstappen remains ahead by Bottas by 2 points now, because he gained 1 point on Valtteri there. So, he's 2 points ahead. That's good. Yanni and Leclerc and Ricciardo climb up the leaderboard. Giovinazzi with the DNF. Obviously, that's a lot of points to lose. And so Leclerc now is 26 points behind Verstappen. He's closed that gap up quite a bit there from what was a lot larger. Remember, he was down in like P9 at one point. But Yanni, Leclerc, and Ricciardo, the big winners from there. Constructors, though, back in the lead of the championship by 1 point to Red Bull Racing. At least it's the lead, though. At least it's the lead by 1 point. But this championship is going to go right down to the wire. Guaranteed. Got a new unlock of push to the limit there with the... I guess the mechanic relationships went down low enough that we have to re-unlock level 2 there. But that's fine. 2.6 got in funding. 10.9 in the bank. And that ends off a very successful episode at the home Grand Prix of the British Grand Prix. So, guys, if you did enjoy that, hit that like button. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. If you're on around here, do get subscribed for weekly Formula 1 content. I've been aarava, home to your rest of the day, and we'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.